What's up, you guys, and welcome to Andy's Playground. I'm your host as always, Andy, and today we're here for yet another installment of what's new at Epcot. I'm testing out some new gear today, including a new gimbal or new stabilizer, so we're gonna have fun seeing how that works today. But the sun's already going down, so we gotta get going quick. So let's go ride that monorail. Alright guys, so the first major change you're gonna see in Epcot is right actually there. If we stop it right there, you'll see that those new planters are all set up. We're going to get on the ground a little bit closer after this to show you a little bit more up close. But look at all the difference of those planters. They look gorgeous. Let's keep it going here because you're about to go see that little fountain right there. And it looks like that is currently the only thing being walled off, which is so refreshing to see right now, given the fact that everything to that left side had been walled off before. I have no idea on when that's going to be finished, but I'm going to predict that when they finish the fountain, that's when they're going to wall off the rest of the other side and then make it symmetrical. Alright, let's keep it going. So over here looks like our path is getting a little bit more fleshed out. Let's pause it right there where you can see the juncture again. Again, not much change here, but it looks like they were just fleshing it out a little bit more. Again, that path to the left is going to be kind of jarring, but you know, I get that they're going to have to destroy that whole area anyway, so it makes sense. Remodeling it's going to be kind of interesting, but I'm fascinated to see how that's going to look. There's that pathway back over there. Let's pause it right there. Look at that opening. They're doing some serious piping. Looks like I see some green pipes down there at the bottom. A lot of flooring. But again, it's all dirt, looks like. And they're using some kind of path over there. You can definitely tell they have a rough outline over there. But it's fascinating to see that coming along. Alright. And there's the other side of the path, which looks a lot more finished. And now we're going to take a little bit of a closer look over at the Future World area. And you can see from over there in that little area, most of it's pretty much scrapped. They've cleared up most of the Fountain of Nations debris over there. Apparently this is where the Moana attraction is going in, sort of in that area. Then they have some kind of weird torch area right there. Let's see if I can get a clear picture right there. I might get a closer shot of it, but I'm guessing that's just going to be for the Flower and Garden Festival area. It'll be fascinating to see what that little area looks like, especially since it's so close to the rest of Innoventions. I almost wonder if they're going to have the rest of that down, those steel structures down before Flower and Garden starts, just so that way they have it all out of the way. It'd be interesting to see what the timetable is on that. But you can see that giant wall is wrapping around all that area over there. And there's that pathway. I'm assuming that's going to be for cast area, because see that path below is even larger. That's going to, oh, sorry, excuse me, that's a pathway that's going to connect and make that entire area around Future World. That's not the cast area, that's the actual pathway that's going to happen over there. Which will be nice when that opens, because I'm sick of having to go through Future World to get to the other side. And here's going to be another shot of that fountain right there. It's definitely coming along. I'm curious to see what else I need to do with it other than put up those little spires. Alright, now we're going to get the second camera right here. And I focused on the tram loop here. You can kind of make it out. There's a little tram loop area you might be able to see right over there. That's a second tram loop that they're building right here. It's going to come all the way down, kind of horseshoe a little bit, and it's going to pick up and drop off right over there. And so they're already getting it stationed and getting it ready to go to train cast members on it, because that's going to take them all the way out to the cast member parking lot area as well, too. But it's going to eventually come in here, and they're going to create like a second little loop here, kind of like an L from the looks of things. Now, this was interesting. I'll pause right here. This area had originally 3 booths. There was the chocolatier area, then there was a second one kind of where that little fence area is, and then there was one in that far corner. But it looks like they took the 2 of them out, and they instead have some informational plaques in that back corner over there, which is very interesting. And I'd be curious to see what that's going to be. I'm assuming that's going to be for Flower and Garden as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do over there, because it definitely looks like they have some informational plaques. Again, still no idea what they're doing over there, but I'm guessing they're creating some kind of landscaping thing that mimics the other side of the land pavilions thing. Or just doing some renovation work over there. Just something that'll match that. But yeah, let's go to the ground now. So one of the newest things that's going on around here, as you guys can tell, the planters are finally up over here. making this area completely different from its counterpart on the other side, which is super cool. You can see that they still have all these little spotches still left to finish. So really, this is a good dividing line right here. This line right here divides it right down the center, where over here you have what it's going to become, and over here you have what it was. So it's kind of nice to be able to see all the new changes that are going to be coming here to Epcot, even just right here. Over here by the electric umbrella area, you can see they have some new signs over here detailing where to go, but more importantly, you can see the devastation still as they're starting to remove parts of the roof. Slowly but surely, this area of Club Cool and all that stuff is going to be gone. However, I mean, it's going to be replaced with something cool, we know that. And it's going to be coming along quite soon. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on in that space. I'm also kind of be glad to see when that entire demolition area is going to be finally gone. So that way we don't have the corpse of what was there just still hanging around. Over here at Test Track, we do know that Test Track is going to be going down for a couple weeks, maybe longer, just for refurbishment on their software. What that details, I'm not sure, but I'm sure they're going to be fixing things up. But honestly, folks, there isn't a heck of a lot of stuff that I haven't shown you that's changed here. So let's just move our way on to World Showcase and make this into one video. So last week we just came over here just to check on the restrooms, and they look kind of close to finishing, but literally almost a day later they opened. Kind of rude to do that. But yeah, the restrooms are now open. They look really, really nice. Kind of like a train station in my opinion. And then right next door to it, just opened up as of yesterday, which was the 24th, was the Starbucks. It just opened brand new. And so that looks really cool. I'm really impressed with it. However, as you guys can tell, it's definitely a temporary location. And their lines are very interesting here because they actually have two lines. There's that line that enters there, and there's one that enters right around the corner. And we're going to see that over here in just a second. Okay, good. Looks like they blocked off that exit. But last night, this was opened as well. So I'm guessing that's just something that they do just be able to stop the flow or to start the flow of traffic right over there. Nice little use of time. Anyway, we're going to make our way over to the Skyliner just to hop on that, see if we can catch any Ratatouille construction really quick before we move on. Just looking at the crowds kind of briefly, honestly, this is very doable. This is not intense. It's not as scary as it was for like even Smash Mouth or some of the other things around here. But it's actually not too bad today. Over here at the Friendship Boat dock here, looks like the guest relations area has officially and finally opened up. They had certain hedges up and certain things kind of blocking the ways. It looks like they're finally finished with this area over here. That's very exciting. Alright folks, welcome aboard. This will have to be the one and only time we're actually going to film it this way. Just because when I came back at night there were some issues with the Skyliner. So we weren't able to see much, but you guys can see that entrance walkway, and that's going to be your big reveal as you guys come into the Ratatouille area, which looks amazing. We're flying over the rooftops. I still haven't figured out what any of this little area is. I'm going to turn the camera around here, and I'm still trying to figure out some of the area here, so we're going to compare this next time with the concept art. I'm actually going to bring it with me the next time I go film here at Epcot, and we're just going to do a side-by-side comparison. And we're going to try to identify things and where they're supposed to be at. But honestly, it looks like a lot of cool stuff, and I can't wait for this to open. Since it is the Festival of the Holidays, and since it is Christmas, I wanted to show that Father Christmas has been meeting over here in the United Kingdom Pavilion, right over here. He's a tall guy. He's very impressive, and people are just lining up to get pictures with him. And he also shares a story, kind of like La Befana, and some of the other areas you can see around here. But I think that's kind of cool that there's another location where you can see Santa Claus. Well, honestly, guys, I've kind of been doing a little bit of a going around a little bit, just seeing all the stuff from the Festival of Holidays. Honestly, most of it is stuff that other people have covered. There's not a heck of a lot of new things here coming yet that I've really seen in the World Showcase area. At least any of the construction that you can see. But honestly, there's so much change coming to Epcot. There's so many things leaving Epcot, like the Perry the Platypus adventures and things like that. And those are just going to be things I'm going to just cover in my own personal videos, not necessarily in what's new in Epcot. But I'm grateful for all of you guys for joining me along this little adventure of what's new at Epcot here on Christmas Day. Crowds have been kind of nuts, but overall, it's been a pretty fun day. So thank you guys for joining, but until next time, we'll see you real soon.